there are free music out there that you can use. There are some communities out there where their goal is to make free music for people that create things. So why not use that?
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
Hi, welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. During Wednesday Wisdom, I will discuss a random question on the internet. So let's look at the question of today. The question is, if you want to use less than 30 seconds of a song, who should I email, or is it okay? Thing is, this question can be complicated. The reason why I'm saying that is because you need to keep in mind a certain kind of things if you talk about copyright. In this case, it's about copyright because you want to use a certain part of a song. First thing what you need to do is you need to figure out the person who is the copyright holder. So who has copyright on the song? Who's the copyright holder? Do you have certain kind of license? Because sometimes people post their music or song on the internet and they give you certain kind of license. They give you, for example, a license to use the music, but you need to give them some credits. That's an example. So if you have that situation here and you look at the question, if I want to use less than 30 seconds of a song, who should I email, or is it okay? If you see the license and you read the license and it's okay, you're allowed to use it. But there are also some situations where you cannot find the copyright holder. And I'll get back to that soon. Let me give you, for example, you're looking for a song, really old song, but you do not know who the artist is. You do not know who wrote it or will not know who sang it. And it's going to be difficult to find the copyright holder. In some cases, it's easy to find the copyright holder. You can just go to the agents, they can tell you who it is, or maybe you can buy a license at the agency. It's that simple. But the problem is, what are you going to do if you cannot find the copyright holder? Thing is, it's going to be difficult because there are some exceptions in the law, and it was like this. If you have copyright, there are some exceptions where people are allowed to use the copyright without getting any problems with it. So example is that for education, sometimes for education, if you meet the requirements, you're allowed to use copyright materials without getting any trouble. But there's also an exception called citation. And the problem with citation is it can be really complicated. Let me give you an example. If you refer to something from a book, you need to meet the requirements or citation. But the problem with that is every area where you want to make a citation has different kind of rules for that. And the problem with that is if you do not meet the requirement of citation, you can get a problem. Let me give you an example. If you want to refer to a sentence in a book, you need to meet the requirement of literature about citation. So you need to tell first the name of the author, the date the book was published, who was the publisher, what's the title of the book. All those things need to be written down in a certain kind of rule. That's only with books. What about pictures? What about videos? What about music? And that's what makes it complicated. And if you look at this question, it will start first as a really innocent question like, if I want to use less than 30 seconds of a song, who should I email, or is it okay? No, just ask a license. If you look at the citation, it's going to be difficult to say, hey, there's an exception in law, I can use that. It's going to be really difficult because if you look at music, it's difficult to see, okay, you only use 30% for that situation. Look for a license. There are a lot of licenses out there, and maybe you can find a license for the song that you want to use. Or what he's suggesting, or what she is suggesting, just email those people. Ask for license. What are the costs for the license? If you're using for commercial, most of the time you have to pay some fee. Look what the fee is, and if it's really expensive and you cannot use it, then use it. Look for other music. There are free music out there that you can use. There are some communities out there where their goal is to make free music for people that create things. So why not use that? The only problem is people do not know about this kind of things. So this question is really interesting. It started out really simple, But if you look at it in the whole picture, it can be really complicated, and it depends on the situation. So, interesting question for the Wednesday Wisdom. If you have a question, put it in Discord or ask me directly. Hopefully I will put it on one of those videos. If you're new to this channel and you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. And yes, I'm waiting. Subscribe already. I will see you in the next video.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be